of his neck, or the ball blues today, but he sees the Rocket as a McGuire is the first to say it. He doesn't know some McGuire sees in Fowler, but we're talking about just a loosey type of narrative here. I'm just going to go out there on a limb and say that I don't really think Jacob Fowler is going to have a Martin like career. I don't think that Fowler is going to get to 690 wins. I don't know of a goal here. But for Jacob Fowler, of course, he's been doing very well, and I think there's good reason to compare this guy to some stellar goaltenders of the past. He has been very strong ever since being drafted by the Canadiens in 2023. He's now 20 years old. He's already signed on, and he played a few games for the Laval Rocket to end up 24-25. 914 save percentage in 3 games in the regular season, 902 save percentage in 8 games in the playoffs. He kind of split the load there with Primo. It wasn't really too much to find. The Rocket went kind of far in the postseason, too, which is great to see. And Fowler was getting his fair share of starts in that environment. But all this is coming off of what was a 940 save percentage year for the BC Eagles in the NCAA. Where he was in the first team for USCHO, and he was the top coach in goal with the Richter Award. If we take a look at the previous winners of the Richter, you will see Cotton Cullen from 23-24, a lot older goaltender, so maybe not the most noteworthy. Devin Levi won the goaltending award twice in a row, Jeremy Swayman, and David Primo. So there you go, some pretty good names in the mix there. Thatcher Demko, Connor Hellebuck. This certainly is a goaltending award with prestige. So Jacob Fowler, looking at the man of the hat. Not saying he's going to be the next Montreal, but he's in the same conversation as a lot of these guys, which is already pretty good, considering the fact that Demko, Connor Hellebuck, Swayman, Devin Levi, all of our notable names. Devin Levi, by the way, signed a contract today. That's pretty good. So, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the idea of Jacob Fowler being compared to Martin Brodeur of all people? It's all here in line there. Talking about of the set podcast with Tony Mariano. Notable and enjoy the thing that is going to be linked in the description for your viewing reading pleasure. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do the Canadiens have the next Martin Brodeur showing their system and developing in Laval? Thoughts in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this British Irish Roll 9. And bye. You're in Canada and have over $10,000 of debt, payday loans, credit cards, or lines of credit that you can't.
What is happening, y'all? Welcome. I'm back to the next part of the walkthrough. We are ready to continue on. We're hopping over to World 1-2 of Lord's Path. So one thing I want to touch on real fast, how we talked about being able to use photo mode as a pause. A couple people potentially dying and then affecting the tendency, which we don't want. But regardless, I still wanted to mention that because the last thing I would want is for somebody to think they're perfectly safe with the game ball, and then an invader just comes in and loops them. So that would be no fun. So in the last episode, we grabbed a couple loops here, just to touch on that again. One was up here, and one was over there by the other hoplites. But anyway, you want to run down here, get this, and then talk to Estrada. This is the next part of his chain. Talk to him. He just basically wants us to kill those soldiers, which we will. This level is pretty short, actually. This is probably one of the easier parts in the game, so we're going to net a lot of souls for knocking this out. but run ahead here and stop right around the scorched bodies. I'm going to fire this message out. And now we run. So for now, don't worry about any of these loots. We are going to kill the dragon this episode, and then we'll be able to grab all this stuff safely. But for now, just ignore it. Just run up here. It's not that. You notice we're still using that Impressive Falchion. Even though we're not a magic build, just because the split damage on this is so incredibly strong. You know, it's going to really help us just kind of shred through content this early in the game. Alright, so after that tower, we're going to head on down. Now we're going to work our way towards the Strava, and there's just a bunch of enemies we're going to fight, a couple items. Making sure I had a slot of that. Got this. Let's see. 1 drag, 6 soldiers, bleed ring, blue knight, chest, and the Strava. So bleed ring, a chest, and here's our man. We got some dark moon grass from him. This is in that category of stuff that I would recommend saving for now. So I would just send it to storage. If you want to keep one as like an emergency full deal, go for it. But especially this early in the game, just having a full moon grass is going to completely heal you. So like all the dark and new moon stuff, I save that. Save it. So as opposed to going back up, we are going to cross this, and this will take us over to the second tower. So it's basically just a underground path that we can take. But if you have fire bombs, now is a good time to see if we have any left. We might lose them. Alright, we have. That's okay. You don't need fire bombs, but we'll make this next part that's coming up a little bit easier here. Basically, there's going to be a big pack of dogs that we're going to fight. And so, if you don't have fire bombs, just be real fast on the attacks. So, don't go sprinting, don't go rolling into it. But have all your stamina ready.
At Bear, everything we do for pros is designed to help you save time. From paying for it to bring something up. Same thing at Next Day Goes, and Next Day Goes pricing guaranteed only at the Home Depot.
You know, so lost a little bit of health, but we did not die. That's probably the just the part here. It's just fighting all those guys. It's very easy to get as well. With the sheer number of enemies there. Let's see. It's like 5 or 6 all at the same time. 5 dogs. So we've got Grass, Soldier, and non-merchant. So here is where we can pick up the Claymore. You can see 6,000 souls. The Claymore, as I mentioned, it's identical in its moveset to the Bastard Sword. So I would suggest trying out the Bastard Sword if you like the moveset of that. The Claymore is just a better version. The Blades-More, but the reach on it is astounding. It's an absolutely awesome weapon. If you're going for a strength or a quality build, this is a really solid choice that you just can't go wrong with. So, something to keep in mind. It's a little bit pricey, but this weapon can easily carry you to the end of the game if you're upgrading it properly. So as I go back this way, and up top we go. Now, all those extra supposed to be saws there, that's from the Dragon Fortune Bridge. There would have been a bunch of enemies down there that had to run past. If I take the lower path, Dragon just lights them all out. So that's a little bit easier for us. Now similar to starter ridge, once again, run and just basically outspike the drag. So on the top of the spawn, we want to start right around these spur closest to the right noise. The flame will start a little bit after this. So wait for the dragon. Same thing again. Just keep running. Weave a little bit back and forth so you don't have to worry about the archers here. Right. Then I'll take down this side. Alright, now the boss is through there, but we don't want to go to the boss just yet. See this? Just grab the 6 star and make sure there's 2 defenses. Yeah, see there you go. Right on top there's a lizard. I did that now. And keep in mind, since we already killed the boss, this lizard can be slaw. So, anytime you kill the lizard, when you kill a boss, the lizard will respawn. The lizard back in the first area that can be respawned by now. After you kill the counter knight, you can get that lizard spawned 3 times. And I wouldn't be worried about just every single lizard in the game for every boss spawn, but anytime that you're a little low on upgrade materials, that's when you're going to be like, okay, you know what, you farm that lizard for a little bit. So grab those items over here, grab this stuff as well. And now you're ready for the counter knight. Now there are 2 real approaches. This fight I want to discuss. The first is just zerging through them. Now typically, zerging through them is no fun, but there is a hidden achievement in the game for killing this guy without killing any of the archers. Basically, fight works in that you're fighting him down in an area, and there's going to be archers that spawn up top. So you want to get along with your plan. Say you want to run up top, kill all the archers. If you're trying to get the achievement, you just need to burst him down without worrying about the archers. But there is a way that we can do to make this a little bit easier. So we're actually going to switch it over to our battle axe here, even though it's a little bit weaker. We're going to be using the highlights to buff it up some. As for the Tiger Knight himself, this fight's pretty simple. All you're going to need to do is just whack at his ankles. After you deal enough damage, he'll start shooting out like sword energy from them, and then he'll fall down, and then you just beat on his head. So what we're going to do is we want to make sure that we have our defrag. This is going to help reduce detection from the archers. And we're going to run to the back of the arena. Take a hit, don't worry about it. So run for now. And get right around back here. Now we're not universally protected from the archers, but with the defrag on, we're far enough away that a lot of the archers won't actually target us back here. So notice we're not really being shot at by them. So we're going to wait for him to get a little bit closer. And now we're going to go up and we're just going to beat on his ankles. I'd also suggest you do this fight unlocked. Don't even worry about locking onto this guy. Just stay behind him and do what you can. Roll in because it's still standing for us. You can see now how we're back in the middle, all of a sudden all the archers are getting involved. Alright, so that angle's good. Next time, make this fight a little bit hard, because we are trying to get the achievement. If you're not worried about the achievement, or say you want to wait for the achievement in 50 plus, instead you can just simply run on top and you can kill all those archers, and then you can fight him. But we might as well try and get the achievement all here, right? Kind of working a little bit deeper in here. I think I'm archers less of a pain. Actually, let me go back to the Alright, that one's good. Good hit there. he's about to fall, make sure you back off. I'll tell you when it's going to happen. It's pretty easy to notice without going into there we go. Now he's falling, so back away. Now get right up on his head. Oh my God, he fell on top of the can hit his head. That's very unfortunate. But basically, when he's getting ready to do that ball, he's going to back up and just get up on his head, get on his head. That's the same thing. He's in right ankles. And if you really turn, so like his head is going to fall, and the air's going to move, you can actually hurt it. But one better on the guy. A weird spot here. So if you kill them like this, it would be achievement one full ball. You also get an achievement for killing the power guy, obviously. Well, you get an achievement for killing him without killing any of the archers. But with the fight come, go ahead and just sprint through this. This is where all the archers would have been. There's a couple of abilities simply couldn't pick up, so then grab on that real nice. As for the Power Knight's sword, you get gain stealthy with it, so hang on to that. It's actually a really nice stuff. It's called Warning, and it gives you a pretty hefty defensive boost. So since we're playing as a Templar, and we already have a fair amount of faith, it's actually not a bad spell, but you have to upgrade your achievement to be able to equip it to a certain extent. Very, very solid spell. Will make it quite tanky, easily tankier than just like stacking the heart. I think it's got 75% damage reduction or something along those lines. Very cool. I have this 2 tiers. So in fact, it's still rewarding. So we move here, some grass, wooden spell. Stuff from Hearthstone here. And we're going to come back with the Nexus. Stone souls. Actually, we're on breaks first. I can move first over here. I can take this and upgrade this as high as you can. Back, since we're a little bit short, since we're pretty hard, we're going to go over to the Montreal here. It's become pretty hard. We're going to get this bow up as high as we can get here. And that's going to make the upcoming encounter a little bit easier because we're going to need to kill the dragon. And it's basically just a time contest. It'll take a while to kill the dragon. We need to do the upcoming more than that. 3, 6. Should be enough. Get it up to like +5. We're actually going to be aiming to get that bow up to +7, which is where we need it to upgrade it into something called the lava bow, which we'll get a little bit later, but it's just a very solid weapon, especially for a strength build like this. It just gives us big, powerful range option. So for now, just keep upgrading this. We got the Hearthstone, and that's as high as we're going to get. So we're at +4. +4 is still not too bad. We can definitely work with that. If you want to go ahead and repair your equipment, I wouldn't worry too much about it. You don't really have anything that's at risk yet. Put that on, and then repair boots. Repair, purchase here. And you're going to want to buy some air boots. Now, in general, I would suggest 150 is safe, to be sure. You're probably not going to need that, but just having arrows is always going to be useful. So in fact, I'm going to go a little bit higher. We go 200, and that should give me enough arrows to carry me through really any encounter where I'm going to need them.
Perfect or bad or celebrate. Get up to $700 to spend on Email. Start by opening it without a fee. Check it out. Well, yeah, that was all good. Makes me sick. It wasn't no joke. There are places here that was one and quality. Personal assets. And those people elders. Explore with the candles, places, and British belongings. Don't look away. It's the moment to do. They might notice. One. Riverview Hospital with Whitman. You step through the rusty gates of Riverview Hospital. The wind whispers like lost voices in the overgrown trees. The building stands in silence. Scattered windows like blind eyes, watching your every move. Each chill creeps up your spine as you pass the remnants of a wheelchair overturned in the hallway. One is still hidden inside, as if someone or something just left us. This place brought out the most disturbed minds in British Columbia. Thousands of babies lived, screamed, and died within its walls.
Some say the song never left. It's years on. The stories say Earth found herself here in 1951, after months and months splitting his hands, scratches across her arms, whispers in her ears. Security footage from the 90s on something else. A dark figure standing motionless at the end of this hallway, vanishing as a guard approached. No one ever explained. No one wanted to. Suddenly,
Second year in Viney, Hyman, and Newport.
the doors shut down the doors. Business for the extended ground precisely. Paramount detectives report full response. Battery drains. Human voices on tape saying, "Get out." And some investigators left the cell. David, when something followed them home. You're not alone, River. The hospital may end, but it never truly closed. Do you dare take another step? Two, the Fairmont Hotel, Vancouver. You check into room 1421, unaware of the history stitched into every inch of this grand, elegant hotel. The hallway is silent, but your footsteps echo as if something invisible is walking beside you. She is known only as the Lady in Red. In the 1940s, a woman dressed in crimson badge, rumored to have been pushed or thrown from a high floor. Her murder was never solved. Since then, guests and staff have reported strange encounters. Elevators been stopped on the 14th floor with no inside. Mirrors fogging over with anthems. And the unmistakable sound of wheels clicking just behind you. You enter the room. The lights flicker. A sudden breath brushes your cheek, cold, deliberate, like someone exhaled right beside you. You glance toward the mirror. For a split second, a silhouette in red stands behind you. But she disappears from the room. Hotel workers have seen her walking through the balconies. One staff member quit on the spot after seeing a woman glide through the closed elevator door. Her red gown trails behind her. She doesn't speak. She doesn't scream. She just appears. Watch, follow, and tonight, in this very room, her story continues. With you visiting the next.
There we go.
Behind the polished lies a darkness that never shut down. They say Francis Rattenberry still roams these halls. The architect of this majestic hotel was brutally murdered without doubt in 1935 by his wife's young lover. His body was never executed. His escape. You take the elevator to the 5th floor. It opens before you press a button. No one inside. You step in anyway. In the hallway, the air turns cold, very cold. A maid once ran screaming from room 512 after finding all the doors pulled open. The window wide, though it had been locked from inside. He swore he heard a man whisper. Why did he betray? Yes, the light the bathroom mirror. Six. It's the sound of the One gasp woke to find a man standing at the foot of the bed, dressed in an old-fashioned suit. His face was blurred. He didn't move. Just walked until the lights came on and vanished. Some say the Empress offered luxury. Others say it offered something else entirely. Tonight, it's offering you a room, but who else is staying? 4. Great Darrow, Castle Victoria. returning staircase of TradeDeadline. Your footsteps muffled by the sense of those running. The stage left and just floating. This cloud together on something. Just keep walking. Take the off of the road of Dunstan Mountain. Died here in 1903. But something never left. The presence of years like 13 years. Picking out the plates by itself. One full melody just stabbing. Finds notes. Staff with active defined keys pressed down. Pull to the top. Wander into the tower. Visitors report hearing the woman's voice on the old Scottish lullaby. One child once pointed and said, "The wiki upstairs will never be." Nobody understood. So, with the scent of flowers and fruits, your face. Everyone still after times the next one. Network the drum and faint whispers from gators. Some plan to build watchers of the second floor lamps.
I trust state evidence completely to be my second line center, so
Echoes louder than threatening. Waiting for history. But what if history is waiting for you?
we do second line center.
Bampton Square, Victoria. We step into Bampton Square just after sunset. The cobblestone of the pictures is older than once in sight of public hands and the 19th century gate. This square holds more than just delicious flavor made for one. History reports the dead. They say the cries of the condemned still echo here. Executed criminals, unjustly accused souls. Some never left. Some still face the stones, agony and restless. We pass the old courthouse now, at Greenwich Cross. District 347 gold stones, glasses shattering without reason. Unseen, running against the building. Across the alley. He's left. It's gone. To a guide speech of a phantom jailer who walks the square, dangling invisible keys. Others have heard footsteps behind them, only to turn and find an empty silence. Your breath bleeds. You're not imagining. You're not alone. Back to the square looks like a charming tourist stop. But after dark, it's a trap for lost souls and curious visitors who stay too long. Before they notice you. Since, after the castle bulwark, you walk beneath towering, ivy-covered walls as dust settles over Hamley Castle. The air is dark, still like it's holding its breath. This place once echoed with the footsteps of nobility. Now, it murmurs with whispers from the other side. James Dunstan built this estate as a family sanctuary. But war, death, and grief turned into something else. His beloved son died in World War I. His daughter drowned. And soon after, James himself, as some say, of a broken heart. And after the great pause, the chandeliers swayed gently, till there's no breeze. The door creaks in the distance. Stop. The silence behind him. Then, his soft breath brushes your neck. They say James never left. Students and staff at the Northbridge University townhouse report goldstones, books thrown from shelves, even locked doors open without a key. One janitor fled his jail after seeing a man in a naval uniform standing in the hallway. staring without blinking. In the master bedroom, a rocking chair moves by itself. Seconds with that those whispers for just a moment. Then waves on the stairs. Then rough pleasure remembers at the top. In portraits walking, there is a reflection behind someone else standing beside. Hadley Castle is a monument to legacy, but some legacies refuse to die. Tonight, its doors are open, but once inside, not everyone gets to leave. Seven, Ross Bay Cemetery, Victoria. You walk the winding path of Ross Bay Cemetery, where tombstones lean like tired memories. The sea whispers nearby, but the silence here is louder. It's not the kind of quiet that comforts, it's the kind that listens. This is the oldest cemetery in Victoria. Thousands rest here, but not all sleep peacefully. As you pass the grave of Isabella Ross, the first female landowner in British Columbia, you feel a sudden cold ripple through your chest. Some say her spirit still guards the land, but others say something darker stirred.
Thank you so much. Good job.
It's good.
So I don't believe that as the staff is there.
You know, it's happening. Okay.
So I need to tell them. Are you looking at my
I will probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
soil. Visitors report seeing a woman in black standing in dust near the older graves. Her face hidden beneath the veil. He never moves. He never speaks. The woman fled. Gone. You stop by an iron desk. Flowers are friends, but no one has visited me. It does, it's does, and then, faintly, the soundless cry, a silent, a slow, and then, eternal, no. Careful investigators have reported unspoken, faint voices whispering names, begging to go home. Drawing like a over now. One photograph caught a translucent figure kneeling before a grave. Hands clasped, head down, fading as the camera flicked. This isn't just a cemetery. It's a waiting room for those who never got to leave. And tonight, as the fog rolls in and the sky darkens, you ask yourself who's really buried and who's still wandering. The air smells faintly of old paper and something else. It's understood. This building was once a family home, but the family is gone, or almost gone. They say that it still belongs in these homes, gliding silently past the library, pausing near the main staircase. Somebody was believed in that house, unwilling to take the weight its love. Going back by accomplished law work, and stone the war landscape. With reflection in the glass, built slightly off center, like someone is standing behind it. Stand before hearing footsteps above them, when no one else is inside. One worker saw the door slam shut, hard enough to crack the frame, where the room was empty. Batteries drained, lights flickering, old spots dripped, like invisible plastics. One visitor claimed the portrait blank. He moved toward the upstairs reading room. Halfway up, the door creaks open. You didn't question. You didn't need to. The scent of lavender floats down the stairwell to perfume. Maybe. Overworn. This place displays honor, but it also displays memory. Equity. Regret. You need to see beauty. But what you found is something that cannot be felt. And now, you know you're here. I draw a manner back to you. The answer I draw a man through every wooden door. On top of ball building, like stepping into sacred ground. Once allowed to stay, it now houses the University Women's Club, and something unseen. Revolving as beautiful sunlight spills through stained glass. But beneath the warmth, the cold and slender, you hear faint footsteps overhead, but you're told no one else is in the building. During World War I, the man who served as a veterans hospital. Men died. Some never left. In the drawing room, a guest once walked the woman in a long black dress, walked past the fireplace, only to realize moments later that her feet never touched the floor. Staff held velvet hands on their shoulders, only to turn and find empty space. A mirror in the upstairs walk-room is louvered until reflections that don't belong to you. You step into the library. The air is still. You hear whispering softly. Almost like but when you try to focus, it's stone. Visitors have seen soldiers in old uniforms staring out the window. One photo captured a pale figure standing at the top of the grand staircase, where no one stood seconds earlier. You came here for elegance. that come from holds layers of scar, stitched into its very walls. And tonight, it has remembered you. Then, the old spaghetti factory, gas tank, Vancouver. You sit down at your table in the old spaghetti factory. The lights are warm. Laughter echoes from nearby diners. But something is wrong. Something is walking from just behind the door. In the corner stands a vintage street car once used to transport passengers decades ago. One of those passengers never got on. They call him the Grand Conductor. He's seen wearing a full uniform, standing at the back of the car, staring ahead as if waiting for a signal, so it will never come. Your server tells you, half joke, that this is one of his favorites. You smile, but the chair suddenly takes, just slightly, like someone running past. Glasses have shattered without warning. Silverware has flown off tables. Old brands strike from nowhere. A photo taken by a tourist once showed a man reflected in the mirror. A man no one remembers seeing that night. And then there's the little girl. Gets to through the people in the hallway you walk, only to find no child inside. Just a small handprint on there. Glass door difference. The window blinds slightly, as if someone inside just breathed against the glass. This is no ghost.
Now that it's fully eradicated, even you two have to admit to that. Okay, fine, Joe, you're right. If it's us fully eradicated, then that right there is a prime example of that. Joe Leon is a beast.
We just literally destroy everything in his path.
I'm so glad you can help me on. Okay, Barack, make sure to keep your composure. Yeah, for real, Barack, don't see no primate. Shut the hell up, Donald. Can I not be excited for my newest division on the team? You definitely can be Barack, but I don't want you or anyone for that matter to express their feelings like that when Joel Theon is demolishing our opponents. It's an accident waiting to happen. Okay, I'll leave you, John. By the way, Joe, you know you're winning on the hideout. Come on, Barack. I helped navigate you through the rock tunnel without flash. Why wouldn't I be able to navigate myself through this hideout? My bad, Joe. Are you going to 100% complete this hideout? Definitely. The more trainers, the better. If I'm not mistaken. There's also a good amount of items throughout this hideout, so it'll be good to get them all. Speaking of trainers, these Raticates are giving Joe Theon a good amount of experience. Yeah, it's crazy to be just one-shotting them with Thunderbolt. To think we have Thunderbolt that is a 95 base damage move, as well as Flamethrower that also has a 95 base damage. It's crazy how cracked our team is. Yeah, for real. But here's the first item, boys. Let's see it. Really? Just an escape rope? That will definitely come in handy, huh? Yeah, pretty useless item if you ask me, but it is what it is. On to the next trainer. I don't remember if there are any good items per se, but I guess we'll find out. With or without items, we will still demolish these garbage grunts. Agreed, but I'm going to use secret power every now and then to conserve the Thunderbolt GP. Oh, that's a good idea, Joe. It'll be convenient so you don't have to run to the Pokemon Center every single time. I mean, I wouldn't mind running to the Pokemon Center every time, but I can see Nurse Joy. Okay. Don't start sitting over Nurse Joy. It's already enough that you sitting over those lasses. Come on, Joe. Please don't sip on more people in this game. Aren't the lasses enough for you? When you're a player like me, nothing is ever enough for you. Okay, I'm changing the topic now. Do you guys remember how many trainers we have to go through till we get to Giovanni? I don't know the exact amount, but probably around 10 or so. Around 10 more groups that I have to fuck. What? Because I'll be getting a lot of action in today, boys. Jesus fucking Christ, Barack. Joe has already lost it. And here I thought that this was going to be a nice and easy time playing. That's the thing with Joe Donald. He's just super unpredictable. Can the both of you guys shut the fuck up? I'm just playing around. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to have some fun because these grunts are way too fucking easy. Can you guys stop being so tense? We're just taking precautions, Joe, based on your previous behavior. We have to make sure that you haven't lost it. I haven't lost anything. Did anything? It's these grunts that are losing it all. Now it's time for them to spread to the cheeks so I can... Okay, that's enough out of your senile ass. Honestly, Joe. Why do you have to start with this CSAT bullshit every time you're the one? All right, boys, ready to start the Pokemon Fire Red places? Well, yeah, I would have looked at Pokemon. What about you, Donovan? It's okay. At least it's not that Red and Blue crap still gets hard over, so I can't do something. Shut the fuck up, Donald. Pokemon Red and Blue is an absolute classic. You're missing out for sure. All right, guys, let's take it down a notch. We ended up compromising so that we played a remake version of the game. Just chill the fuck out. All right, fine. So which starter are we going to decide on? I say we do best 2 out of 3. Charmander is the only option. Charizard is the goated Pokemon in this game, and there is no other good option. Charmander is the way to go. Honestly, Joe, the Charizard line is overrated for fuck. It's only popular because of the game. Okay, calm down. Let's talk about it. Man, look at that scene over here, Rock. This game is just amazing. Keep your fucking pants off, Joe. Nobody wants to see you without that. Fuck off, Donald. I'm just appreciating this design. Oh, I'm definitely picking the girl. She's fucking beautiful. Like Ken. I was Donald on this one. You're weird fuck for saying that, Joe. What should we name her? Definitely not fucking Joe or Jill or whatever the fuck your senile ass is coming up with. How about Cody? Yeah, that was fuck you, Donald. I could have come up with a good name, too. Oh, yeah, definitely. Keep telling yourself that. Okay, what makes you want to give our that? That's made in China. It's fuck China, right? And I'm the one with bad names. It's restricted dairy. Gotta stick with the classics. How the fuck do you even remember Gary when you can't even remember what you had this fucking line? Yeah, Joe, I'm also too. Fuck you both. Why wouldn't I remember the most important and best rival aspect you've ever had? In life, you have to remember the important things. For once, Joe, I would agree with you. Gary by far has the best and most important license.
Wow, I never thought this big would come. That you two actually agreed on something.
Don't get too excited. I'm sure there's going to be stuff that Sleepy Joe will say that on the computer.
Did something happen to me?
I'm so fucking good at the game that I'm even going to remember the potion that's in our PC at home. Damn, Joe, that's impressive. I'll give it to you.
Not bad, Joe, but I don't think we should use potions so we can challenge ourselves more throughout this playthrough. After all, it is Pokemon.
Fuck you, Barack. Doing items like potions are meant to be in the game. I'll do whatever the hell I want. Okay, then let's compromise since I'm the only smart one here. Since Joe is playing the emulator right now, he can do what he chooses to do. But when it's our turn to play the emulator, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
What the fuck? Sound being small. But Joe is not being short. What kind of parts of the universe are we in? Am I fucking dreaming? Michelle, come here and fix me.
Yeah, for real. Okay, boys, we gotta pick a starter, and I think the only option here is Charmander. My vote is Bulbasaur, easily one of the most underappreciated starters in all of Pokemon.
What the hell is up with you guys now? Jordan is by far the best starter, not even close.
Shut the fuck up. Charmander is the one I'm going with, since I'm the one playing the fucking emulator. You two can just try it. Charmander is the best starter. This Charizard has wings and can't even fucking learn fly. So much for your useless ass starters. Shut the fuck up, Donald. Venusaur is literally an elite plant, which is probably why you want that to be your starter.
Okay, Joe, let's compromise. We'll let you pick Charmander, but let Donald pick the starter for the Hard Gold Soul Silver series. And I'll pick the starter for the Emerald series.
Okay, thank you, Barack. Not a bad idea from a Democrat, Barack.
Okay, what should we name this Charmander?
Let's name it Papa Joe. Clearly after the greatest president of all time and the greatest human of all time. Jesus fucking Christ, Joe. I knew you were going to start your bullshit at some point. Let's name it fucking Donald, the actual greatest president of all time, as well as the actual greatest human of all time.
Holy shit, both of you guys are delusional as fuck. Let's just name it George. Charmander is kind of adorable and saying it's curious George.
Oh, I like that Barack. Good shit. I guess that's not a terrible name. How are we going to construct the rest of our team, though?
Well, since Joe got the starter, I say Donald and I get to pick one Pokemon each. That makes it 3 in our party. Each of the remaining 3 spots will be determined by 2 of them. For example, Joe and Donald will pick one, Joe and I will pick one, and Donald and I will pick one. Make sense?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Great fucking idea, Barack. I didn't know you were capable of such good ideas as well as making good decisions.
Oh, look at this bitch. He thinks he's already better than us. We can't allow him to beat us, right, boys?
Fuck no, you better beat his ass, Joe.
I mean, he does have Squirtle, so it's highly possible.
Shut the fuck up, Barack. Since I am the Pokemon Master, I know that this Squirtle does not have water gun yet. Hence, I will be able to beat him comfortably. Yeah, for real, Barack, you're making me bring your skills here. Your dumbass only has to click A on scratch and you'll win. It's not that fucking hard. Stop being negative Nancy.
Well, no shit. I fucking do that already. I just wanted to see you villain lose one more time. It just makes me so happy that I want to try.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Barack?
Nothing is wrong with me. I'm playing chess while you guys are playing checkers. GG, get rest.
Wait, you're playing checkers and Barack is playing chess? I thought we were playing poker. Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ, Joe. I knew your senile ass wasn't going to remain back you out. That's just a fucking shame. Nobody's actually playing chess and checkers. Shut the fuck up, Donald. I just beat my rival and beat Barack's favorite fucking starter. This just goes to show that Charmander is the best starter.
Joe, shut your dumb ass up. You know good and damn well that this battle literally doesn't mean shit. It's literally a scratch versus tackle fight.
It doesn't matter. Charmander will carry us throughout the game. Just watch him cook. Yeah, no fuck that. Charmander is not going to fucking cook against Brock. We'll need something effective for that. I say we add Mankey to the team. What do you think, Brock?
I say that's the best fucking idea you've ever had, Donald. And after watching you play the game of life, I just think your brain would recover from your stupidity.
Shut the fuck up, Barack. You know good and damn well that the game of life is a purely luck-based game.
Whatever you tell yourself to help you sleep at night. Regardless, I think adding Mankey will be perfect for the team. It's literally perfect against Brock. And Primate will be a beast later, too.
Okay, you heard us, Joe. Go catch a fucking Mankey. Shut the fuck up, Donald. Don't talk to me like I'm your bitch. I don't have to fucking catch a goddamn Mankey.
Joe, don't be like that. We compromised about the construction of our team, and that's the Pokemon Donald and I chose. Stop pouting and just catch a Mankey.
For fuck's sake, calm your titties. I will do that as soon as I progress with the game here. Joe, that your dementia doesn't even know what to do at this point. Shut your obese ass up, Donald. Of course I know what to fucking do. That's to be Professor Oak's vision to deliver his parcel back into the lab. Okay, calm down. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were doing. Calm down? Bitch, I'll have you know what I'm champion from Pokemon Red and Fire Red. I'm also proud to say that I only used 11 fully stores during my Elite Four run in the Fire Red game. Put some respect on my name, bitch.
Okay, Joe, no offense, but using 11 full restores in a kid game like Pokemon is just pathetic. Nobody's going to put respect on your name if you're going to brag like that, that's for sure.
Shut the fuck up, Barack. It's literally Pokemon. I can do whatever the hell I want. If I beat the Elite Four with or without coaching, why does it fucking matter? The end result is still the same. Oh, look, my name is Barack. I beat the Elite Four without full restores. I'm still goaded.
Fuck off, Joe.
Jesus fucking Christ. And here I thought this kind of arguing only happened between Democrats and Republicans, not just between Democrats. You guys need to take some chill pills.
Hey, Donald.
What, Barack?
Tell me to take a fucking chill pill one more time, and I swear to God that I'm going to fucking squeeze the orange off of you. Like how someone would squeeze tangerine juice from their fucking stick. That's what you're going to be. But worse.
Okay, how about we all take a deep breath now? Look, I got oak parchment. Once we finish being in fish, we can actually catch a Mankey and progress with the game, right? Okay, Joe, I agree with you about taking a deep breath, but we're still going to be Professor Oak's fish. I mean, aren't we technically doing his work by encountering and catching Pokemon?
You're not wrong, Donald. I guess we're the same thing in fish then, huh? Loki, we're having to do all the dirt work. Why would it be okay for a 10-year-old girl to travel the world by herself with monsters? And why is it okay for her to fight and catch monsters by herself, too? Damn. Her mom is one irresponsible bitch, that's for sure.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that, Barack. It's all good, boys. We're almost done delivering this fucking parcel. Then we can actually move forward with the game. It's about damn time. Honestly, I'm surprised that you haven't fallen asleep, Joe. Seriously, Donald, you want to start more shit up again?
Come on, Donald, let's not get into this again. Let's just put all of our frustrations on the Professor Oak's bitch ass for making us his delivery job.
Okay, you're right. Fuck Professor Oak. Seriously? Professor Oak? What kind of name is that? Your lazy ass couldn't even pick up a parcel and you made a 10-year-old girl risk her life to do it for you. Professor Oak should be in jail. He's a bitch and his grandson Gary is a bitch too. Fuck them and their family. Damn, go off this bitch. I like it when you roasting someone that's me. It's actually pretty good.
Damn, Donald.
And his sister and fuck her right in the pussy for it. Shit, I'm down. Great fucking idea.
What the fuck, Joe? This is a video game. I'm down to get the map. I don't know about the second part, though.
Oh shit, it was amazing. Man, I knew there was something good about it. It certainly smells like a daisy too. All the things that I was...
Okay, I'm going to have to stop you right there, Joe. You need to stop this behavior immediately.
Okay, well, it's nice to finally move on. Let's catch that fucking Mankey that we've been talking about.
Sounds good. Joe, you can catch a Mankey at Route 22 right before the rider dies.
Holy shit. You two are acting like this is my first time playing. Get a Mankey, get a Mankey, get a Mankey, get a Mankey. Mom is fucking kidding. I will do just that, but let me train up strong memories up a little bit first, so we'll be good for the rival battle. Damn, Joe, don't need to get riled up. We just wanted to let you know just in case.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. We didn't mean it like that.
It's okay, that's my bad for getting annoyed. Professor Oak really did a number. You pause on that, what the fuck?
Joe, get out of here with that stuff.
Calm the fuck down. I didn't mean that like I did a number on Daisy. I mean how Professor Oak made us super frustrated.
You're making it worse and worse. I suggest you just change the topic.
Okay, let's just go to the mart and buy some Pokeballs. If you and Donald don't plan on using health items, then there's no point in buying them, right?
You would be correct, yes.
Are you seriously going to use health items during this game, Joe? Don't you want to join us in the no health item game?
Yeah, no, it's good. Donald,
What's wrong?
the no health item game, seriously? You
like if they come up with something better than.
Okay, guys, calm the fuck down. You know that man you two have been thinking about for ages now? I'm finally going to catch him.
Finally, Joe, that's also in.
Shut the fuck up, Barack. I know there's a fucking potion here. You're like that fucking annoying ass English teacher that wouldn't shut the fuck up about how disappointed she is in her class and would always say never in the 30 years of teaching.
Ha 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 ha, good one, Joe. Barack, he roasted the fuck out of you. Who knew Joe was cooking like this?
Fuck you.
All right, boys, get seat.
Fuck yes!
All right, Joe, don't fuck this up. It's a nice level 3 main. Calm your titties. It's just a fucking main. One scratch and one throw to catch it.
Yeah, for real, Donald, it's not like we're catching you with two yet.
Oh shit, I forgot about this one. I'm excited for that too.
One jiggle. Two jiggles. Three jiggles. Followed by Papa Joe.
Good shit, Joe.
By the way, we gave this man.
No, I got an idea.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. Don't even think about saying it. I swear to God, it's just Mr. Strikes to the fucking time. Along with the FBI SWAT team, if you don't shut your little Tito looking ass up.
Okay, then what's the difference?
Well, since Friday is one of the best fighters that on Montreal, I say we need a Mike Tyson, who is also one of the greatest, if not the greatest fighters of all time.
Once again, Barack, not a bad thing. Any objections on?
Yeah, no objection.
There better be no objections. I swear, Donald, you almost got me to my breaking point. You better bring it down a notch.
All right, shit, will stop. Just get off my ass already. Honestly, Joe, I'm surprised you even know how to spell his name correctly.
Shut the fuck up, Donald. Just because your ass got blasted from by Barack, that doesn't mean you can start clowning me.
Yeah, for real, Donald, just stop your bullshit altogether.
All right, boys, if you don't mind, I'm going to do some training to our Charmander from the rival battle. If memory serves correctly, then his highest level Pokemon is 9, so I think I'll train Charmander up to 9 if that's okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan, Joe. What do you think, Donald?
Yeah, that's fine with me as long as it doesn't take too long. I have to take Melania soon to her appointment to get some face instructor and surgical repairs for her face.
Damn, again, I thought you got one done literally last week. Stop.
Here we go.
Shut the fuck up, Joe. I wouldn't be talking. If you're talking about who needs it more, then it's definitely Jill. Isn't she in her final stages of decompositions anyway? I know for sure that she could use a new look.
Okay, can you two stop with the bickering? We don't have to comment on each other's wives every fucking time we play a game.
Shut the fuck up, Barack. You wouldn't know what it's like to have someone say something about your wife.
What the hell are you talking about, Donald? People have said so many things about Michelle. Are you on something right now? Did you forget about her? Are you entering the first stage of dementia now?
Hey, Obama, you just got fucking baited.
Wait, what?
Obama, I don't know of a Michelle. Are you referring to your husband, Michael? You call that your wife? She's more of a man than you'll ever be. That's the world's biggest kept secret. She should have had the title the first man instead of the first lady because, boy, believe me, there's nothing ladylike about her.
God damn it, Barack. I don't know how you didn't see that coming from a mile away. I can't defend you on this.
Honestly, Joe, I'm kind of ashamed with myself for not being able to see that one coming. Damn, I feel like a failure.
Is this your first time feeling like a failure? I thought this feeling should feel recognizable since you've constantly failed as a president for 8 fucking years.
You know what? I'm just going to stop fucking talking until this goddamn Charmander is level 9. Because no matter what I say, Fat Ass Donald is always going to have something to say about me, my wife, my life, or my presidency.
Don't worry, Barack. Papa Joe is here for you.
Joe, that does not make me feel any better. And please don't call yourself Papa Joe. You know you haven't done that shit since the Cold War or some crap like that.
I've been trying to tell him to not call himself Papa Joe. His senile ass just doesn't listen.
All right, will you two stop bitching? Charmander is finally level 9, so we can battle the rival now.
It's about fucking damn time. Let's do this.
Honestly, I think I'll use the potion now just so I can save us a trip to the Pokemon Center. Is that okay? I'm just fucking lazy.
Yeah, that's fine. Do whatever the